I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on managing our internal dialogue, especially in the initial stages of a relationship. These two always convicting voices in our heads are sometimes louder and more negative than at other times, but I've always had difficulty when making decisions whereby I decide what I'm going to do, and my internal dialogue often talks me out of it. Literally, as I'm beginning to carry out my action, be that dating, going to the gym, following through on social plans. Following today's task, I recognize that I need to be more in my feminine, perhaps try to focus more on how I really feel and what my intuitive inclinations are to the situation rather than focusing on internal dialogue. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, totally, you're getting there with your own answer. So what I'm noticing is that what's happening for you is you're kind of in the habit of kind of unconsciously listening to a fear story rather than taking action on what you really want. So I invite you to check out the fear voice and start to get familiar with it. So at the moment you're in kind of a largely sort of unconscious knee-jerk reaction, and you're not in the habit, which takes some energy and some persistence, but you need to get into the habit of noticing the dialogue and calling it out, like really noticing what is it telling you, and get really inquisitive about what the thought process is that has you then stop doing what you were going to do. Because probably what you were going to do is going to somehow put you a little bit out of your comfort zone, whether it's dating, even going to the gym can put us out of our comfort zone, even social situations that might seem like a nice idea can put us out of our comfort zone. So I would invite you to notice what are the thoughts and what are the beliefs that are getting triggered. Maybe you're not completely dialed into the detail of those thoughts and beliefs, and instead you're kind of skimming over it and moving to the, oh, let's just stay home. Oh, that feels like a nice idea. Yeah, we'll just stay home. But what's the thought that comes first? So what is it about, if it's about dating, you're gonna go on a date and then suddenly you hear yourself saying, oh, maybe we'll just stay home. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. There's a thought and perhaps a bunch of thoughts and fears that might be largely subconscious that are running fast, that you're not in the habit of paying attention to. And I want you to get into the habit of paying attention to those thoughts and getting curious about them and start to notice them for what they really are. So start to ask yourself, is that true? So notice the thought. And for example, take a look at the belief or the thought that you're having and ask yourself, is that thought true? Is that fear true? Or is that thought going to take me in the direction of where I want to go? And if you can see the fear story straight up that it's not true, and if you can see that the thought isn't taking you in the direction that you want to go, which is expanding and evolving and growing and just moving forward in life, then what do you need to believe instead? So I'd invite you to notice it and choose a different thought that's going to take you in the direction of where you want to go instead.